Welcome back to Broke Girl Aesthetic. This is Tiffany, and in today's video I'm going to make some shelves. I've got this corner that I've got this old aquarium stand where I store my shoes, this frigging ugly recliner. I hate it. A really loud obnoxious air conditioner, and it's basically just a blank slate here. I made that corner to kind of match up with this other side. I'm in the process of doing some cleanup, so it's kind of a mess, but what I'm going to do in today's video is make some shelves go right there, just in the corner. And yeah, so let's go make some shelves. The first thing I'm going to do is get my measurements. Now, throughout this process, I guess this was moot. The only measurement that really I needed immediately was the one there on the left side, and I screwed it up, but that's okay. After I got my measurements, so taking it outside, and I'm using these long pieces of wood that came from an old bed frame, which I've used some of it in another video. I'll link it up here. I made a table for my mom. I used some of the parts for that, but this piece, or these pieces, I've got two of them, so I'm going to cut down these pieces, which were, I think, the sides of this bed frame. And these are the pieces I'm going to use to make my shelves. So just measuring it out, I cut two 2-foot pieces, and then I cut two 3-foot pieces, which I actually cut over. If I had been thinking, which I wasn't, I would have cut it differently, but it is what it is, and here we are. So I'm just going to make my marks here to cut my boards. And yeah, this was a gloomy day when I did this. There was thunder in the distance. We didn't get any rain, but nearby there was some. But it was a perfect day to be outside and do stuff. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too hot, and I didn't get rained on, so that was a win. So I'm just going to take my circular saw and get to chopping this wood up. Today's video is part of the Power Up playlist, which is hosted by Sarah DIY It, and her co-host this month is Connie of Connie's Woodshop and DIYs, and it's all about empowering women to use power tools. They're fun. They don't need to be scary or intimidating. You can make all kinds of cool crap with it. So check out my description box for the link to the playlist and for their links, and let's get back into it. Alright, so here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my 2 boards into 4. Have everything clamped on my TV trays. Y'all, I really need a table saw. And sawhorses, and I just need a shop. I need a wood shop. Once I got that cut, and I'm just going to make sure I cut all 4 of my pieces that I need. Now, if you saw in the clip a minute ago, the idiots that added the addition, the front room is an addition. It's just so much to explain, but apparently they aren't smart, or they weren't smart. They use this like 1x to make the corner trim or something. It's like all the trim in the house is this like 1x1 or whatever. So I'm cutting out of my shorter boards that corner so it'll fit on there, and yeah, so I created myself a template just out of a piece of cardboard. So using this cardboard template that I cut and it fit, I'm going to just draw where I need to cut out, and then use my jigsaw to cut that out of 2 pieces. So the 2 shorter pieces will fit up against that corner And then the other two longer pieces will fit up against those, which you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. It's kind of hard to explain. It's basically going to make the L or the corner shape. And just cut this little bit out with my jigsaw. This is one of my grandpa's tools, so it just goes to show sometimes those old tools last way longer than the newer ones. So this one is probably 30 years old. I don't know. It's just old. My mom gave it to me. Not a very big piece to cut out. It's like an inch by an inch, really. So didn't take much time at all. And the next thing to do is sand all of my pieces to prepare for stain. So I've got my stain, and it's Varathane, and it is the special walnut, which I'm going to use on everything until I run out of it, and then I don't know what I'll do. But that's what I'm going to use. The wood is already pretty dark, but I just want to go ahead and give it a nice, just freshen it up with the stain. So I will do all 4 pieces and we'll be back. So my pieces are stained. The light is super yellow on this clip for some reason, but now that I have all those stained, I'm going to add my shelf brackets to these 2. I need to put these up first and then measure what's left over of my space so I can fix the other boards to get them to the size I want. I thought I did good math, and I did, but it wasn't the right math. So I got these shelf brackets from Amazon. I will link them in the description box. Pretty decent size, and I'm just going to get these installed on the boards, and then we'll get the boards installed on the wall. This bracket set comes with all the screws you need and drywall anchors if you need those, but I don't need them because our walls are that like press board stuff. I don't know what it's called exactly. It's like chipboard, really thick, heavy stuff, and I actually took drywall mud and like textured over because that other stuff is so ugly and I wanted it to not look ugly. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. It was probably something cheap that they could buy to put this house together. It's just, it's a nightmare. So here I'm just getting them all hung in speed time. Nothing in this house is level, but I did manage to make those mostly level. And as you can see here, I have them in my L shape or corner shape. Just getting them screwed on, checking all the level, and they're good. So now I'm going to just put some stuff on it. Just grabbing some things that I had handy to stack up here, and this is just for now. I'll probably change these up as I go, getting new decor, making new things, stuff like that. So that's how it looks there, and let's take a look at the finish. And there we go. I have all of the shelves decorated with some of my stuff, and I'm really happy with the result. I mean, it could have been better, but it could have been way worse, so I will take it. Don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist. Sarah's link, Connie's link, and the link to the playlist are in my description box. Make sure you spread that YouTube goodness. Like, comment, and subscribe on everybody's channels. And while you're at it, if you like this video, would you take a moment to hit subscribe here? And don't forget to ring the notification bell to be alerted to my new uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Take care, y'all. Bye.